Welcome to the class Finding Your Path to a Fulfilling Life. And I'd like to start by sharing that in today's fast-paced world, it can be easy to feel lost or overwhelmed when trying to navigate towards a fulfilling life. But the good news is that if we have the tools and can use practices that can take us there, then there is absolutely nothing that we have to worry about. And so finding your path to a fulfilling life starts with self-reflection and understanding what truly brings you joy. This is very important to understand this. Whether it is pursuing a passion or cultivating meaningful relationships or simply taking care of yourself, the key is to align your actions with your values and goals and what makes you happy. And this is where we have to think about giving ourselves permission to be happy. Sometimes it's funny to think about that idea that we might not give ourselves permission to be happy, but we do have the right to be happy. As a matter of fact, that's our true nature. The soul is happy. The soul is joyful. The soul is love. The soul is peace. So we do have the right. So now the key here is that we have to have an understanding of what truly brings us joy. And then from there, move in that direction. And here I have to mention that a positive mind, a positive language, a positive attitude, they all play a very important role in really embracing what truly brings us joy. And by staying true to yourself and making conscious choices that align with your desires, you can pave the way to a more fulfilling and satisfying life. Remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. So take the time to enjoy the process and celebrate your progress along the way. Do your best to stay in the present, to be in the now. That way you are able to observe. And when you observe, then you are able to adjust the path or your choices or your decisions. So very important to stay true to yourself, to what make you happy, and know that you do have the ability to make conscious choices. And with those conscious choices, obviously, you can then move in the direction of finding your path to a fulfilling life. Also, it is a process of cultivating virtues, expanding our understanding of the divine and allowing the light of God to illuminate every aspect of our being. So embracing a life that is lived rightly means facing challenges head on with courage, with determination, and also with faith in God. That is God is guiding us, or the higher power, whatever name you have for your higher power, and embracing the tasks that you have in front of you with unwavering determination. And so it is important to approach each day with a mindset that is focused on serving a higher purpose, carrying out responsibility with a cheerful spirit, and nurturing a deep connection with the spiritual essence of existence. So as we walk this path of living rightly, then we are able to embark on a continuous journey of growth and enlightenment. And this is so wonderful to be able to understand this, because we cultivate those virtues, right? And we understand our connection with the divine, and we allow the presence of God to guide us, to illuminate every aspect of our lives, and then we keep moving with faith and determination. But the key here is that we must be willing to have that determination, to have that courage to do our part. Remember that we do our part, and then God takes care of the how. We surrender the rest to God. We don't have to control the outcome. We do obviously do our best, but then we surrender. We practice what is called detachment. We surrender and we let God show us the fruits of our labor, or the fruits of our effort. So through this transformative journey, we not only elevate ourselves, but also we contribute to the collective uplifting of humanity. This is also very important, because we must understand that everything we do is going to affect others, those people around us, especially our families. And so whatever we do really has to be done with the spirit of doing what is the highest, not only for us, but for those around us. So finding your path to a fulfilling life involves embracing several essential practices. And what I like to do, these are some practices among so many, obviously. This is just a handful of ideas. And I like to go ahead and share one by one on how you can really open yourself to expanding that ability to finding your path to a fulfilling life. So the first one is to focus on being happy. And the invitation is to cultivate happiness not only for yourself, but for others as well, and to spread joy wherever you go. True happiness is meant to be experienced and shared with those around you. How do you feel when you are around a person that is sad and depressed and negative? Probably you don't feel that well at all, right? Well, if we act like that, other people around us are not going to be happy. So we owe it to them to be positive, to be happy, to bring hope to this world instead of negativity. And Omar Khayyam says in this quote, "Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life." So I invite you to really practice this idea of being happy moment to moment, because the wonderful thing is that the more we practice something like that, we get into a beautiful and amazing habit. Have you been around people that are always positive, with a smile, and they always have a solution for everything? Those people are happy people because they choose to. Also, we can choose to be happy. It is our choice to be happy, and no one can take our happiness away. We have to really be willing to cultivate it every day. And what a wonderful idea to be happy for this moment. So right now, I invite you to go ahead and bring a big smile into your face, and just know that it doesn't matter what challenges you have in your life, you still can smile. You can still bring that joy into your face, into your body, and every cell of your body is going to be happy for that effort. And it will not be an effort anymore. The more we practice it, the more we live in that energy of happiness and joy. And then you probably might say, oh, what happens with people who maybe or have a lot of problems, or when I might have a lot of problems? Well, the best thing to do at that moment is not to be unhappy and to pray and to surrender the person or the situation to God. So I invite you to choose to be happy for this moment, and this moment is your life, as Omar Khayyam says. The second practice is to approach tasks with determination. And instead of shying away from challenging tasks, tap into your unlimited energy that comes from the divine, and then face them with determination and enthusiasm, knowing that God is right there, your higher power, to help you. You don't have to do this alone. You can remind yourself God is the doer. So Colin Powell says that a dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweet determination and hard work. Isn't it true? I mean, it's so amazing how clear this message is, that it definitely takes determination and hard work. Just think about the so many things that you have accomplished in your life, and how the way you did it is because you put your determination and your hard work and your faith to work, and then it became a reality. So do it with determination and enthusiasm. It doesn't matter what area it is, and always think that God is right there with you, your higher power or your higher self, helping you, guiding you, giving you the strength and the wisdom, so you know exactly how to do it. The third tip is to maintain a connection with the divine. Oh, I think I cannot say enough about this, because this is absolutely everything. So my invitation is to keep your focus directed towards God, and carry out your responsibilities with a cheerful heart, and staying connected to the divine source of life, which is God. You have the ability to do that, and all you have to do is just do it really, really consciously. But consciously stay connected to the divine, and know that because you stay connected, that's how you are able to receive the wisdom, the guidance, and obviously the grace of God. And several ways to stay connected with the divine is, number one, through meditation. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. Number two, prayer. Pray for yourself, pray for others, pray for your family, pray for the world. And the other one is service, meaning that you help others, that you do some volunteer work. And this really helps you to get out of your head thinking about maybe a challenge that you have, and you are able to focus your energy on helping someone at that moment. So this is very, very important. And the other thing that I highly recommend is always making sure that you receive spiritual food at least weekly. And what does it mean? It means that you go to a place of worship. Could be a church, it could be any institution that is going to where you are going to receive a message that is going to remind you of your connection with God, that you are a child of God, a message that is going to help you to stay hopeful, positive, faithful. So very, very important to receive spiritual food. That is what nourishes us, and very, very important. And then obviously you can, if you cannot go somewhere, you can go ahead and go online and listen to whatever service you want to listen, maybe on a Sunday. And if you cannot do it on a Sunday, then you can do it on a different day but what is most important to really receive spiritual food. The other reason why it's important to receive spiritual food is because the world out there is absorbing us so many times with negativity, with fears, with doubts. People are instead of being positive all the time, a lot of times they are just complaining. And then when we connect to a minister or a teacher who is going to give us a positive message, that helps to really put our mind and heart in the right space for us to keep being positive and keep maintaining a positive attitude and obviously a connection with the divine. And number 4, this practice is daily meditation, and you probably have heard it all the time, how important it is to dedicate time each day to meditate with tranquility and love, connecting with the divine presence within you. Very, very important to be in silence with no music, with no sounds, nothing but just you and God. Be still and know that I am God. Very important to be in silence, to feel God, to understand God, to connect with God. And then in that space, you can pray to God, be in silence, and then receive the answer. So Paramahansa Yogananda says that the soul loves to meditate, for in contact with the spirit lies its greatest joy. Isn't that powerful? It's so beautiful. The soul loves to meditate, obviously, because in that space of silence, then our soul is going to be in contact with the Spirit of God, with all there is, and then right there is going to feel joyful. It's not going to feel separation, but it's going to feel unity. So that's why it's so important to meditate daily. The best thing to do is to do it early in the morning, so that way you really are able to keep a practice every day. And if it is even for 10, 15 minutes, that's perfect, or maybe half an hour. But make sure that you give yourself this gift and you give the soul the gift, because it loves to meditate. The next principle and the last one is to enjoy. I'm sorry. Oh, there was one moment, because there is a fifth one that for some reason didn't make it to my presentation, but I'm going to go ahead and share about it. It's called Expand Your Love. And this means that you consciously extend your love beyond yourself to encompass your family, your community, your nation, and beyond. And ultimately, what you want to do is to embrace the love of God in your heart, so that way you are able to not only bring the love of God to everyone around you, but recognize that that love or the divinity is in everyone. So this is very, very important. So this was number 5, was expand your love. Open your heart. Do not be afraid of loving. On the opposite, be willing to really embrace the possibility of loving more every single day. And the good news is that you do not have to give your love at all. It is the love of God that is flowing through you, which is the real love. Obviously, human love is beautiful and wonderful, but the highest love of all is the love of God. And as you become a channel for the love of God, then you are able to go everywhere and treat everyone with love, with compassion, with kindness, with acceptance, with understanding, with patience. This takes daily practice. And the more you expand your love, the more you are able to be blessed, because you are in attunement with the presence of God in you. And this is absolutely amazing. I think I cannot say enough about how important it is to expand your love, which is number 5 of these 5 principles or tips that or practices that I am inviting you to practice. So very, very important to continue to open your heart, not to be afraid of loving, and know that if there are people out there that might be a little difficult, well, pray for them. And also consider that people are teachers, and whatever we don't like in someone else, that's an invitation for us to see what it is that we need to change in ourselves. So keep moving in the direction of removing all blocks to love. And remember that love includes kindness, compassion, accepting, patience, generosity, all the qualities of that. That's what love includes. And so the gift that we give to ourselves, the more we love, is absolutely priceless. But we have to be willing to practice, to let go of criticism or gossip or speaking negatively about anyone or about ourselves. Make sure you love and respect yourself, and make sure, obviously, you love and respect others. So to summarize here, these 5 practices to finding your path to a fulfilling life are: number 1, focus on being happy. Number 2, approach tasks with determination. Number 3, maintain a connection with the divine. Number 4, daily meditation. And number 5, expand your love. And now, to end this presentation, I'd like to share this amazing quote from Buddha. It says, "To enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's mind. If a man can control his mind, he can find the way to enlightenment, and all wisdom and virtue will naturally come to him." Buddha. And I invite you to come back and listen to this class again, and feel how you are able to open your heart and mind to embracing these principles. And the most important thing is to practice them. Maybe you can go ahead, there are 5 principles, you can go ahead and commit to practicing, let's say, 1 every single week. So that way you become very good at each one. So the first one that you would be practicing is a focus on being happy. Then the second one, approaching tasks with determination and courage. The third, maintaining a connection with the divine. A fourth one, daily meditation. And the fifth one, expand your love. So what a wonderful way to be able to give ourselves that gift of practicing something that is going to bring great benefits into our lives. So that's my invitation. And I know that you are going to do your very best. Remember, do your best to become the best version of yourself every single day. You can do it. And God bless you.